What's good, y'all? Welcome back. And I said welcome back to yet another video. The 2025 Daytona 500 has just came and went, and we're going to talk about the race. I've been anticipating for this race, of course, since the off season last year. Like, what? Of course, I've been excited for this race for a little minute. And, yeah, and if I could just say something right now, I thought the race was fun. I thought it was a fun race. But the last few laps, bro, I cannot stand it. Every year they wreck towards the end, and that bothers me. It really bothers me. So let's talk about certain other stuff for the race right quick. So, Chase Briscoe got the pole, that was smooth. You know what I'm saying? Chase Briscoe got his first pole with Joe Gibbs Racing. And it seems like that they're going out the gate already, clicking on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying? They seem to be already on it, but this is a super speedway. So we got to see how stuff is, on the regular tracks. You know what I mean? Martin Truex Jr. and Jimmy Johnson were both attempting to qualify for the Daytona 500 this year, and they were the two fastest open drivers to qualify on speed. Congrats to them, too. You already know I love Jimmy Johnson, my favorite driver of all time. I already talked about the duels. Let's talk about it. Practice was smooth. We finally got 3 practices. Thank God that we could get that back again. The winner of stage 1 was Joey Logano. We're going to talk about him. The winner of stage 2 was Ryan Blaney. So Penske was very strong throughout the race today. I mean, not today, but the race. You know what I'm saying? Penske was very strong. Austin Cindric, I believe, led the most laps as well. Penske dominated this race. Austin Cindric led the most laps with 59 laps. That was insane. That was really insane. Penske was on point throughout this entire race. Joey Logano seemed to be one of the favorites. He did have a problem throughout, I think, the middle of the race after stage 1. You know what I'm saying? And he actually recovered, had a lucky caution. Joey Logano is the luckiest driver in NASCAR history, and I will always say that. Joey Logano is extremely lucky. There's no way to go around that. Because he should have been already out after stage 1, after that problem he had. But that lucky caution, I forgot what caution it was. But after that caution, he was able to get back on the lap. Get back, on the lead lap. Or did he even get a lap down? I don't know. I don't remember, but he got right back in the mix. So yes, let me see. Okay, there's not much to really even talk about. Okay, so basically, let me see. We'll talk about the last few cautions right quick with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Joey Logano, right? It ended up taking out Kyle Busch. So this was a crazy kind of wreck. Whose fault was it? Was it Joey's fault or Ricky's fault? I think it's both their faults. Both of them could have handled that very much better than what they could have. You know what I'm saying? They could have handled that wreck much better. Ricky could have stopped blocking. Ricky was dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Corey LaJoie. Corey LaJoie was very dangerous. If he would have won, I still would have liked it because it would have been nice to see an underdog win. It would have been fine. But Corey LaJoie was still kind of dangerous. I'm surprised he didn't cause the wreck himself. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Joey Logano, 2 of the most dangerous drivers on the plate tracks. You could maybe sprinkle in Brad Keselowski a bit. But Joey was going through that hole. He probably should have backed out. You know what I'm saying? He probably should have backed out. People are calling out Joey Logano on Twitter. Jeff Gordon is an example of that. People are calling out Ricky. I think it's both their faults in a way. They both could have. That could have been very avoidable is what I'm saying. Joey could have backed out a bit, and Ricky could just stop blocking when the nose is right there. You know what I'm saying? If the nose is right there, then I don't see what the point of trying to make that work was. Kyle Busch seemed to blame the 22 a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Busch has that problem with Ricky and Joey. So, it's just another day at the workplace for him when it comes to racing against these two. And yeah, that was avoidable. And I wish that wreck didn't happen because it was a very smooth race. I'm not gonna lie. If we could talk about the last wreck, which was or at least the next wreck, which I think this is the next wreck with Ryan Preece. Okay, y'all. So let me be real with y'all. The Ryan Preece flip, that was a crazy thing to happen. I think that Ryan Preece is one of the most cursed drivers in the field. And I hate to say that, but I believe so. Because there ain't no way, right? There ain't no way, right? That he's going to have 2 flips at this track with 2 years apart. And it's this violent. It's this violent. Like, it was so violent. It really was. It wasn't majestic at all. It was just a violent flip. And it sucks. It really does suck that he had to go through that. So I guess another question that people could bring up would be like, what can NASCAR do to keep these cars on the ground? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what they can do. I've heard people say take the diffuser off and the underbody's so smooth. But I think the underbody is a part of the next gen car. Like, if they take that loose, then it's gonna come off like a lot of other stuff that was made with that diffuser. It's gonna ruin the car, I guess, because it's like the next gen was made with that flat body in mind. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all do. I'm terrible at explaining things. So yeah, Air got under that car and popped a huge wheelie after Christopher Bell, who got turned by Cole Custer. We're going to talk about him, right? We're going to talk about Cole Custer. Christopher Bell got turned into the outside wall, Eric Almirola style, and he came right back onto the track, got into Ryan Preece, and got sandwiched with Eric Jones and made that car hop a huge wheelie, like I said, and the air got under the car, took that thing up. That was a flip unlike any other. Yeah, but I don't really know what will take the flips out of these cars. I really don't, because we've seen flips with every generation of car. But man, Ryan Preece is Ryan Preece. This is his second flip after 2 years. That's insane. He's becoming the Ryan Newman or the Elliott Sadler of wrecks. Like, they're not looking good. So yeah, that was something else. And Ryan Preece also said that he was thinking of his daughter in the car. Dang, that made my heart sink. Like, NASCAR probably does need to do something with these cars. Right? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what that solution would be. Cars at this speed can really get taken up. It seems like it's mostly the Fords, too. Like, we've seen mostly Fords get just taken away. It's crazy. It really is. So, yeah, that was very sad. So then we get to the last caution, or at least not even caution, the last wreck of the race. And it turns out that Denny Hamlin, right, gets turned after Cole Custer, I guess, goes up to the third lane to block. You know what I'm saying? This is for the Daytona 500. This is the last lap we're talking about. And he comes back down after he sees Denny Hamlin and, I think, Chase Briscoe get a run. I don't remember the exactly what happened right there. Can I go to it right quick? It's on my YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. And let me see. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I should have been more prepared. I apologize. I'm hoping to get better. But yeah, if we could talk about Cole Custer. Cole Custer really ended these last 2 laps. I mean, these last 2 wrecks. I don't know what Cole Custer thinks he's doing, but he needs to chill out, because he's starting to become a menace, just like Stenhouse and Joey Logano. Like, because what was that? Like, if I'm looking at it right now. Riley Herbst with an amazing save, by the way. We didn't forget about that. You know, at the start of the final lap, he got turned and he drifted through the grass and didn't take himself out, and he didn't go back up to the track and take out other drivers. He drifted and he got back on track. That was impressive. So if I could look at the replay, basically Cole Custer got a shove from Chase Briscoe. Cole Custer's going to go up to the third lane to try to, use that run to get the lead. Chase Briscoe abandons him, which was interesting. and decides to push Denny Hamlin, which I get their teammates, and Denny Hamlin. We think he might win the race now. We think he might win his fourth 500. But Cole Custer's going to come right back down. I don't know if he's trying to sight draft or what, but he came right back down on like 3 cars. Came back down on Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, and Denny Hamlin. Got Corey LaJoie spinning through the infield, through the grass. Or no longer grass, right? You know, and thank God that NASCAR took out the grass to limit these flips, right? And caused the last wreck of the day. Took out the leaders. Don't know what Cole Custer was doing. I wish we didn't see that happen. I really wish we didn't see that happen. I wish they could have went to the finish line and finished it out that way. But Denny Hamlin comes back up the track and takes out everybody else because, you know, he got turned. Chase Briscoe made it through. Tyler Reddick made it through. And guess who is the luckiest driver other than Joey Logano in this race? William Byron. William Byron ends up scooting on and winning the race. Unbelievable. Goes back to back. That was crazy. And Jimmy Johnson gets third, bro. Jimmy Johnson gets a third place finish, bro. That warmed my heart. I love that. I love that so much. Jimmy Johnson gets a third place finish. Yes, bro. That's his best finish in years. And oh my goodness, bro. If Denny Hamlin took out Tyler Reddick and Byron, bro, oh, we will be in treat for a Jimmy Johnson Daytona 500. So yeah, I was stoked about that, bro. And William Byron, I love Byron. So of course, I love Hendrick. That's my team. I get it. People don't like him like that, but it is what it is. So Byron goes back to back in a beautiful paint scheme, by the way. We didn't talk about paint schemes. Joel Logano had a great paint scheme, too. So the top 10 was... The top 10 was Byron, Tyler Reddick, Jimmy Johnson, yes. Chase Briscoe, John Nemechek, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, Austin Cindric, Allgaier for Junior Motorsports, a good top 10, and Chris Buescher. I love it. I love seeing Allgaier up there for Junior Motorsports. Johnson. I love this top 10. This top 10 is beautiful. But let's really kind of talk about the Daytona 500 as a whole. Some people are saying that the Daytona 500 has too many wrecks, right? And I agree. I feel like that those wrecks shouldn't have happened. Those wrecks could have been avoidable. You know, every time we get to the last few laps, everybody gets desperate. You know what I'm saying? We're all human. And I get it. You could be very, very desperate to win the 500. But, bro, I wish these drivers were much more smarter than what they was. I really wish. Like, when I was younger, we didn't really have Wreckfest 500s like this. We didn't have a lot of Wreckfest 500s. There would be big wrecks here and there, but it wouldn't be consistent after consistent after consistent wreck. Consistent wreck, another one, and another one. You know what I'm saying? There would be a balance to it. You'll have one big one here and there, maybe a second one, but we barely had second big ones like that. Like when I was younger, I'm saying like 2007, 8, 9. I know there was a Talladega race in 09 where there was, you know, big wrecks. We know that, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't as frequent, you know what I'm saying? These drivers had more of a level head, you know? Denny Hamlin, I'm not a fan of him on the track like that, but when he's off the track, he's one of my favorites. I love what he has to say about the sport, and he does a great job at explaining himself in the sport. I may disagree with him sometimes, but he is very smart, very intelligent, and he's one of the best plate racers in the business. Do you guys want to know why? Because he has a level head. He has a level head. He won all those 500s, right, by playing it smart. Denny Hamlin is rarely known to wreck people on these plate tracks because he plays it smart. A lot of my old guys, the guys that I grew up with, Matt Kenseth, he didn't cause a lot of wrecks on these plate tracks. Like, really, Jimmy Johnson, if you don't count that class in 2020 or 2019, whatever, he was very level-headed on plate tracks. Very level-headed. So, yeah, I'm kind of tired of all the wrecking in the 500s. I really am. You know, I'm tired of all the wrecks. I really am. I'm tired of the constant big ones, the constant problems that we see out of these plate races. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. You know, when I was younger, it was like, yo, I can't wait to see the 500. I can't wait to see all these plate races. Now you get annoyed by them because of the constant wrecking. It's like, oh, another wreck. Oh, another wreck. It's been like that since, like, what, 2017? 2017 was a wreck fest of a 500. I'm going to be real with y'all. It had a crazy ending. with Kurt Busch winning and everybody running out of fuel, but not one of those cars and that was racing to the end of that race didn't have no damage on it. Like, all those cars, nearly all those cars had damage, except for, I think, Chase and Blaney, the 21, and probably some other cars. But that was a wreck fest, and I don't want to see that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, a wreck fest, oh, wow. The unpredictability goes crazy. It has my adrenaline pumping watching, but consistently, no. No. 2017, 2018, wrecking at the end, like a lot of wrecking, like a lot of it. And what happened to going to the green? And I'm surprised they didn't throw a yellow. I'm shocked NASCAR didn't throw a yellow. There's so much I could talk about, but I'm rambling. But yeah, I wish we had less wrecks at the end of these races. At the end of the 500s, we don't need that many wrecks. Absolutely not. And also these rain delays. I'm so pissed about these rain delays. These rain delays really be pissing me off. But I get it. It is what it is. You know, Mother Nature. But I get so sick of these rain delays. That's the end of the video. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that I am missing out on, but that is the end of the video. I'm just going to cut it here because, I can really ramble. So I hope y'all really got something from this 500 video. How do I rate the race? Maybe like a 7 or 8 out of 10. This was a great race. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I was very, very excited throughout the race, but the wrecking, it bumps the score down, maybe to a 7.5 or something like that. But the rest of the race was so solid other than the wrecking, though. They barely went single file. That's what I really liked about it. It's better than last year's, though. Better than last year's. And Byron goes back-to-back. And Jimmy gets a P3. We're going crazy. All right, y'all. That's the end of the video. And, yeah.